What's good? This your man Server Kane tell you what he do. And this the Fuck the Government podcast. Hold on, wait. Could have sworn I had the shit already set up. But shouts out to everybody. It's the Fuck the Government
The Bluetooth
podcast.
device is connected successfully.
Edge computer, prepare to engage. They already know what it is. Shouts out to everybody. And everybody's gonna watch on the playback. What the hell? Trying to look for it.
This is for all you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights. No one quits. Don't do your job, I'll kill you myself. Do you get me? Welcome to the Roughnecks. Rico's Roughnecks.
Oh, welcome to the revolution. Hurricanes Revolution. Get this on out the way.
Hi, I'm Amelia.
Blood Avante.
I'm English, and I love England.
Let's get it.
I like having fish and
Go live
chips
and
and a
learn.
pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork sausage and dogs and fashion. Haram! Haram! But I don't like
Salute in the
that.
groove.
Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan, the mayor? This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars. Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs. Sod off, wankers. The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer? You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood?
No, my lady.
These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country, and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
That's right. You already know what it is.
Because I have a stinking job that I hate? A family that doesn't respect me? A whole city that curses the day I was born? Well, that may mean loser to you, but let me tell you something. Every morning when I wake up, I know it's not going to get any better until I go back to sleep again. So I get up, have my watered down Tang and still frozen Pop-Tart, get in my car with no upholstery, no gas, and 6 more payments to fight traffic just for the privilege of putting cheap shoes on the cloven hooves of people like you. I'll never play football like I thought I would. I'll never know the touch of a beautiful woman. And I'll never again know the joy of driving without a bag on my head. But I'm not a loser. Because despite it all, me and every other guy who will never be what he wanted to be are still out there being what we don't want to be 40 hours a week for life. And the fact that I haven't put a gun in my mouth, you pudding of a woman, makes me a winner.
That's right. Now let's play one more. Then we're gonna get off into the news. Yeah, I already knew. Where is it? I gotta find the shit. Where is it? I might just probably just put just regular. Yeah, here we go.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is full of degenerates. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of the woke system. That makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to pick up a biology textbook. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on their pronouns that they will fight to protect it.
That's
Were
what's
you
up.
listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the dude in the red dress? The dude? Forget. Read it. That wasn't a woman? No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you might marry one of them. What are they? Transformers. They can move in and out of any gender, regardless of their chromosomes. That means that anyone coming out of the female bathroom is potentially a ladyboy. Inside the Matrix, they can identify as anything, but in reality, it's just delusion. We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are the Diddy parties. They are guarding all the doors while they are touching all the kids, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them. Someone. I won't lie to you, babe. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought this agenda got canceled. Where they have failed, you will succeed. I've seen an agent identify as a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can. What are you trying to tell me? I can dodge lawsuits? No, dear. If you identify as an innocent human being, you won't have to. I identify as an innocent human being.
Now let's get off to the news. Now, a baseball player just went through some shit.
Emilio Tatis Jr. has just committed one of the most violent and aggressive acts of anti-Semitism. Take a look.
Wrong.
Now, what he did was post up him hitting a grand slam, and then it goes off into a clip of a missile hitting the area. You know, it's like a funny ass meme. It's like they used to do this shit back in the day. It was an old classic shit, like a motherfucker like would hit an object and then like it'll clip to like something exploding or like something falling in another country type shit. This motherfucker got in trouble for that. Putting up a clip of himself hitting the grand slam and showing a missile strike an area. Wow. But guess what they're about to put this motherfucker through? Let's go back to the beginning. This ain't a long video.
Emilio Tatis Jr. has just committed one of the most violent and aggressive acts of anti-Semitism. Take a look.
Wrong.
After homering on Team Israel, in fact, I think it was a grand slam actually, the World Baseball Classic has suspended Fernando Tatis Jr. and to return, he must donate $500,000 to anti-hate causes.
Donate $500,000. That's $500,000. Really? $500,000. Donate to one of these Israeli shits. What?
Causes, attend anti-Semitism training,
Attend anti-Semitism training. Get the fuck out of here.
to anti-hate causes, attend anti-Semitism training, meet with the ADL and other Jewish leaders, and
Meet with ADL and other Jewish leaders.
Finally, of course, traveled to Israel to meet with Netanyahu, kiss the wall to demonstrate.
Wow. And then go meet Bibi and kiss the wall to demonstrate that I'm sorry for putting up a clip of me hitting a baseball and showing a missile strike. Fuck out of here. I would quit baseball that day. Rich as fuck, got money, got investments, probably got some property somewhere. I quit. I fucking quit. Y'all motherfucking coming down on me, pause, for motherfucking posting a clip of myself hitting a grand slam and showing a missile strike. Y'all bitches ain't shit. Y'all motherfuckers got the nerve to lock up 70-year-old old ladies for a Facebook post. Man, fuck y'all. I quit. I'm leaving with my integrity intact. I quit. Fuck Israel and fuck this country for motherfucking bidding over photos, bitches. And fuck this country for colonizing this fucking land that was already inhabited by people here. So fuck y'all. Fuck the Diaz brothers. But like going back to watching the movie Scarface again, like fuck the Diaz brothers. And fuck Nick Cannon. you know, some Dave Chappelle shit. This is Idiocracy too. A nigga got. I'm glad he didn't get locked up for it. On some real shit. I'm glad he didn't get locked up. $500 million. No. $500,000, which is $500,000. Anti-Semitism, whatever the fuck, anti-Semitic training, like he don't know how to not speak. Then meet up with Israel leaders and then meet Bibi himself and go kiss the wall. Kiss my black ass. Pause. Like, nigga, real shit. I quit. How long I been playing baseball? Not that long. I got money, got a badass bitch, got a nice family. I'll get a job. They're like, and guess what? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get in easy too because I played a motherfucking for your motherfucking favorite state or whatever the fuck. I'm getting the job. Bitch, I'm a baseball player. Bitch, I quit. I'm out because they want to promote me. Man, fuck Israel, dog. Fuck them. Did y'all see my motherfucking YouTube shorts at Hurricane versus Israel? Like, man, for real shit, man. Real shit. Nigga, we are not scared of Israel. I'm not scared of Israel. I got nothing to fucking lose. Come over here and see what happened. For entertainment purposes only. Fuck entertainment. Like, shut his camera off. Fuck up his YouTube stream. Make him sound like a robot and shit. Kick him out. Cut his mic. Take him off the air. In your face with Nancy Grace. Fuck that bitch too. And Rachel Maddow. And Megyn Kelly. The only baddest bitch in the fucking news country in that motherfucking sector is that chick Robin Meade. I don't even think she's doing her thing no more. But Robin Meade from the HLN network, that bitch can get it. I used to love seeing her every morning. Hello, Robin. And Robin Meade, baby, with that tight ass blue dress on or a tight ass red dress. She wear that yellow sometimes and shit. Like, damn, look at Robin Meade, fine ass. On the HLN. That's the only time I watch HLN because I kind of wake up to this shit. I'm like, oh, all right, what you talking about, man? Oh, you ain't talking about shit, but I want to look at you some more. All right, let's see what the fuck they talking about on Fox. All right, bullshit. MSNBC, bullshit. CNN, you already know that's CIA. Fuck them. I don't even look at that shit. Unless I want to make fun of somebody like Don Lemon or like Anderson Cooper. Faggot ass. Candace is saying a lot. Yeah, Candace is saying a lot. She the new Alex Jones. She got to hold that position. She got to hold that Alex Jones hat. That bitch is like an alien. But I need her in my book, though. I got to make her an assassin. I got to make her like a hitter, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I do my comic book, I know I was playing, but I got to be serious about it. It's called The Adventures of Ron Paul. Ron Paul, the one that was grilling Fauci. Fauci got away, right? So Ron Paul like, man, I quit. So where you going? I'm about to go find Fauci and fuck that motherfucker up. So Fauci go back to his island, heavily guarded by motherfuckers and shit, and he go to that bitch and fuck niggas up. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the first season. That's gonna be the first season. Like Candace Owens in it. We're gonna have. I'm gonna put Bernie Sanders in that bitch. He gonna be in a wheelchair with a Tommy gun, like. Candace Owens gonna be on some Halle Berry from John Wick shit. I'm like, damn, Candace. And I'm gonna put myself in it, but I'm just an arms dealer. You know, like, you know, like, and plus you're only gonna see me twice. You're only gonna see me twice. When he go grab his weapons, and everybody be like, holy shit, that's Ron Paul. What he doing in the hood? I'm like, oh shit, Ron Paul, whatever, dog. But some people in the house know him because, like, you know, like he was going at Fauci. So they were like, man, what y'all hood motherfuckers know about politics? Shit, man, we watch politics all day. Look, I got on C-SPAN right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some real shit because that's what I fucking do. But over exaggerating shit, hook him up with his weapons, and I send him on his way. You know, like hook him up with the weapons, hook him up with a, you know, like the weapons he need, state of the art type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he go click up with nobody at first. He click up with nobody at first. He's going to get fucked up. And then Candace gonna save him. Then they gonna go out together, ride out on some motherfuckers. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I think Candace will win an election right now. Candace, oh my God, nope. She win the popularity vote for like the actual people, but like when it comes to the motherfuckers that select you to be the president, they ain't gonna want that bitch in there. She'll win in the court of public opinion, best believe that though. You know, but some black people don't like Candace on some real shit. You know, like you know, but since she on that conspiratorial talk, which is the same type of talk that we be on, I think she's trying to grab another audience from our sector, and I don't like that. No, bitch, you stick to fucking politics and stick to your fucking paradigm. Don't get all conspiratorial and Alex Jones on a motherfucker. Stay in your lane. That's like motherfucking Stacey Dash after the white folks kicked her out. Now she want to come back to the niggas. No, bitch, get the fuck on. You ain't invited to the cookout. So she was like, damn it, I gotta go to OnlyFans. Yep, you goddamn right, Stacey Dash. You goddamn right. This bitch. She was fine as fuck back in the 90s. Everybody wanted Stacey Dash. Like, she got bedroom eyes without having bedroom eyes. I was like, Jesus, I want to fuck the shit out of Stacey Dash, but nah, she don't like me. Yeah, but Obama won. Yeah, because he was selected to win. What still makes me mad is the motherfucker came out of nowhere. The motherfucker came out of nowhere. The motherfucker came out of nowhere. Like 06, 07, I was motherfucker doing shows, working, hustling, and grinding, partying like a rock star. 2008 pop up. It started off good, and then that shit was just like, fuck everybody. With this. And then the recession came, and it was like Obama trying to make a balance, whatever. It was bullshit. I hated it. Because the motherfucker came out of nowhere. I'm like, who the fuck is Obama? Like real shit. Oh, he was a senator. Wait, what? Like what? Who the fuck that nigga? Hillary. Hillary, she should just leave politics. She's too old. She should just let it go and just focus on the Clinton Foundation. But we got some more shit in the news though. That's what happened to the baseball guy. That's some small, quick news. We got some shit on Erica Kirk though.
Has just been appointed to the Air Force Academy Board by President
Air Force Academy Board. Erica Kirk, really? Really? Air Force Academy Board. Now, like I said, because I already kind of covered her. She got family that's in the higher ups, like DOJ type shit. Why is they giving these bitches these positions that they don't deserve or not qualified for? Like, honestly, stop giving bitches these positions that they're not qualified for that will run your shit to the ground. You say Air Force, motherfucker? Okay. I hope she don't get nobody in the Air Force killed over flying over an area. Because you know the motherfuckers that's flying the planes or that's soldiers on the ground, they're only following orders, right? If they following orders from Erica Kirk, man, some people might die. Better than people already fucking dying. But now motherfuckers gonna die due to stupidity and incompetence. And due to the higher ups putting her in position. Oh, Trump did it.
Has just been appointed to the Air Force Academy Board by President Donald Trump. I thought it was a joke at first until it was confirmed by multiple news outlets this morning. Now, what is this role? The Air Force Academy Board of Visitors is a group established to review and make recommendations regarding the morale, curriculum, and other important aspects of the United States Air Force Academy. It consists of
so just looking at curriculums and shit. But my first mind was the first mind that I said. I'm like, man, this bitch is about to be fucking with niggas in the sky. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm still heated because it's Air Force. You feel me? She gonna be looking over some shit, meaning somebody gonna be tampering with files. Oh, let's go back.
Academy Board of Visitors is a group established to review and make recommendations regarding the morale.
Review and make recommendations regarding morale. So they want this bitch in there to spy on motherfuckers and see what they're thinking about this fucking war. They sending her in there as an agent. Now, as I'm breaking this down as we go, she's a fucking agent.
And other important aspects of the United States Air Force Academy. It consists of members appointed by the president and congressional leaders, and it plays a key role in overseeing the Academy's operations and ensuring it meets its educational and military goals. Now, I know
overseeing Operation Academy and military goals. So it goes back to my first thought. It's like, bitch, you're going to be overseeing people's missions and their behavior before the mission, or if they want to go on a mission or not. Like, that motherfucker just broke the arm of a motherfucking military vet. So I wonder what she gonna be snitching on when it comes to who don't want to fight in this war and who does. I won't be surprised if motherfuckers start shooting each other in the fucking military. But like a lot of motherfucking people like, what's your malfunction, soldier? And blow his fucking sergeant away. Because he don't want to fight in this fucking crazy ass bullshit war that's going to affect all of our pockets. We already got a fucked up livelihood as it is. Living arrangement, food, economics, all this shit. Our backs are against the wall. It's time to come out shooting this fucking government up and burn everything the fuck down. At the end of the day, we built this country. We could burn this bitch to the fucking ground. Go back to fucking nature. Back to the barter system a little bit. Y'all motherfuckers better know how to fish, hunt, and make a fire. Better learn what the Amish learned. When we had a blackout, they was Gucci bandana. They was Gucci. They was good. But we in a fucking dark. They got light. They got heat. They motherfucking got their frozen shit. Better learn from the Amish and learn from the indigenous or the aboriginal that was doing this shit before we was colonized and got murdered, raped, and pillaged and fucked over. And now we got Big Pharma and fake Jesus and corrupt government. Man, when we gonna wake the fuck up and kill these evil motherfuckers? For real, for real. I'm putting together my own motherfucking team. A team of me. And all my mother personalities that I fucking have. Because most motherfuckers ain't gonna fight because motherfuckers are too scared. But if I put together a team right now, it's over. Right now. Right fucking now. I got 2 people that will probably ride out tonight. But most people got families. Most people thinking about their job. Anybody really thinking about fucking nobody up? So it's going to be me in the beginning. It's going to be me in the beginning, like a fucking ghost. It's like a fucking ghost. Yep, but our military devious. Yep. But not all of them. Not all of them. There's still some out there that don't want to fight. I saw some that was making videos years ago about the corruption that's on, that's on the inside of it. They like tired. It's like people don't want to attack their own American citizens because they're going to be told to do so eventually. So at the end of the day, I need ex-military veterans. That's what I need. I'll take them back to the battlefield, but we're going to be taking out cops, feds, National Guard, other military motherfuckers that's against our revolution. We need to take these motherfuckers out. But let's get back to it.
You might be thinking, how in the world is this woman even possibly qualified for
Yeah.
a job other than by virtue, of course, of being Charlie Kirk's wife, now widow? Now, according to her LinkedIn, she claims to have a Doctor of Education and a Juris Master's degree from Liberty University, graduating summa cum laude. But the internet does what it does, and once again, as it often is with Erica, there seems to be something not right about this.
Shit.
Take a listen to Baron Coleman here.
The way you would try to find if somebody had the degree that came, the first thing you do is go and see, is there a portal where you can look and see people who graduated and given you, well, she said she graduated in the year 2022. Her name was either Franz Bader Kirk, so we can look them up both ways here. This is all the people, no Franz Bayes in 2022 in Liberty University. So we'll try Kirk.
No Erica.
There are some Kirks.
No Erica.
There are no Kirks. You start to think, well, maybe a
Fabricated.
different year. Well, trust me, we went all through all the years.
Interesting. And also, this website just popped up.
That's Kirk 2020.
Erica Kirk.
Yep. Shit wild. That shit wild. Now, Erica Kirk is overseeing motherfucking Air Force operations and checking on behavior. Shit is wild. Now, what we got next? Was it this? Wait a minute. I can't find it. What? There you go. It's right there, but wait. Okay. Payment processors. I should say that for an HHN. It's the Fuck the Government podcast. So Trump, and then that'll probably be it. Wait a minute. No. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is that? There you go. Found.
Thanks, Lou.
Countries don't go to war easily. Sometimes they have to be bombed into going to war.
What?
You hear that? Countries don't go to war easily. Sometimes they have to be bombed into going to war. But bombed by who? Let's start with a little history lesson today. On the 31st of August, 1939, a group of Polish insurgents stormed Gleiwitz radio station, which is pictured here, the tower of the radio station. And it's located in a town on the border of Germany and Poland. And supposedly, the Polish insurgents, quote unquote, pushed past the German staff. They seized the microphone and announced in Polish, "Attention, this is Gleiwitz. The broadcasting station is now in Polish hands." And then news of this attack quickly spread, and it was reported by Reuters as well as BBC and many others that the Poles had attacked a German radio station, but were then overpowered within a few minutes by the German police, who were forced to draw weapons, which resulted in the death of a few of the quote unquote invaders. And then the next day, September 1st, 1939, Germany invades Poland, and the rest is history, as they say. But as it would later come to light, it was not the Poles who stormed Gleiwitz radio station. It was actually German SS soldiers disguised as Polish insurgents who had stormed the radio station, a part of a series of false flag undertakings called Operation Himmler to give the appearance of Polish aggression against Germany. Now, fast forward to today, with the Iran war now in its second week, indications of possible escalations, maybe boots on the ground, even a draft cannot be ruled out, as we're being told. In a war, mind you, where we still have no coherent idea as to why we are there, other than maybe Israel told us to do it, and Islam is bad. And according to polls from the end of last week, just 1 in 4 Americans approves of U.S. military action in Iran. Then all of a sudden, over the weekend, we start to see some very peculiar, suspicious incidents, I'll call them, pop up all over the world. There were reports of a, quote, loud blast near a U.S. embassy in Norway's capital of Oslo. There were reports of a bomb threat at Kansas City airport leading to an evacuation. A Southwest Airlines flight was diverted because a Muslim man was praying in a foreign language. And then last night there was a blast outside of a synagogue in the city of Liège, Belgium, in what the mayor is now calling an anti-Semitic attack. Are these incidents discrete, perhaps just a series of unfortunate coincidences, or could they be indicative of maybe a pattern, perhaps even all interconnected in some kind of way, a deliberate plan to make us, the general population, feel a certain way about a certain country, a certain group of people? We don't know the answer just yet, but once again, we can certainly look to history to guide. Our thinking, our investigation. Take a listen to this MI5 whistleblower.
But the two cases that really got us, first of all, there was a false flag attack in London in 1994, where a car bomb exploded outside the Israeli embassy in the centre of London.
Now, I remember this vividly. This is, we're talking 14 years ago.
It's a long time
But it was huge at the time. I mean, it was a huge worldwide story.
Yeah. In fact, there'd been an earlier attack against some Jewish interest section in Buenos Aires earlier that year as well. Similar sort of MO, modus operandi, with a car bomb driven and parked outside that exploded. Very minor injuries, that was all. Nobody was killed. And it was a very sophisticated device. It appeared to eat all the forensics. Now, this is very, very rare. Even the IRA, which is a very sophisticated terrorist organization, could not make bombs that effective. So it looked like a sort of fairly technical person who put that together. But what emerged from that, the senior MI5 officer who was in charge of the investigation into it and had seen all the evidence, but also all the intelligence, which isn't necessarily admissible in court, wrote his formal assessment at the end of the case. And he said he reckoned that Mossad, the Israeli external intelligence agency, had bombed their own embassy, sort of a controlled explosion outside the embassy. And as I said, that was a senior MI5 officer. That was his formal verdict. If you read that on the internet now, you would say that sounds like some mad conspiracy theory. It wasn't. This was the official position of MI5. And he said that they did it for two reasons. One, they were always hassling MI5 for increased security around their embassy and other interests in London. Because, of course, London had a reputation of giving safe haven to Arab dissidents from around the world at that point. And MI5 kept saying, well, there's no reason to increase the threat assessment. You don't need extra protection. So letting off a controlled explosion outside, of course, they immediately got what they wanted there. But crucially, two innocent Palestinians were arrested, charged, and convicted of conspiracy to cause that attack. And they were very active in Palestinian support network in London, political campaigning for the people on the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. And they were getting some traction in the media. They were getting quite a lot of support. So by arresting these people and framing them for an attack and sticking them in prison, the whole network just shattered and hasn't got back on its feet to this day. So that would be a clear political advantage.
So that was describing an event, something that happened 30 years ago. The Israelis bombing their own embassy in London, allegedly. And as we fast forward to today, as Israel and the United States looks to manufacture consent for this war in Iran, and also perhaps to distract from their operations in Gaza, what we're going to be looking at to figure out today is whether or not there is a clear political advantage to be gained from all of these weird and suspicious incidents, and if there is in fact maybe even evidence of such nefarious coordination. And of course, we would never want to compare Israel to Nazi Germany because that would be anti-Semitic according to the IHRA. But then again, I don't know. This is from last week, March 3rd. Qatar, Saudi Arabia arrest Israeli intel spies who are quote-unquote planning bombings. Let's take a listen to Ryan Grimm and Jeremy Scahill of Dropsite News.
What Iran has been saying, Tim, about some of the retaliatory strikes that it's done over the past week is that they didn't do them. They're saying, for instance, that they have not attacked Saudi Aramco's oil refinery. They're saying that they did not strike the British military base in Cyprus. And in fact, the British government is saying they don't believe that the drone that hit that base and destroyed a base where American spy planes come from, that it came from Iran. They're saying it may have come from the direction of Lebanon, which is an interesting thing. The Iranians are saying that some of the hotels and other buildings they hit in Bahrain or in the United Arab Emirates were housing Israeli spies or American personnel. But why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing it up because what the Iranians are saying, and take it at face value, it should be fact checked. We should look into it. What they're saying is that they believe Israel has engaged in some false flag attacks in some of these Arab countries or potentially in Azerbaijan in an attempt to try to draw those nations into the war as actual combatants in it.
Ryan, do you think that
The draw motherfuckers into the war. This is no better than the shit I showed you on the Star Trek with Captain Sisko and Garrick have to motherfucking kill some motherfuckers. A senator, a criminal, to bring the Romulans into the Dominion War. Shit was wild.
Hit the Saudi Aramco facility. They say they didn't, and they say it. So here, and their argument is this. And Jeremy interviewed the deputy foreign minister on Wednesday. I asked him directly about this, and paraphrasing him, he said that would be insane because our entire economy is also based on the oil industry. Like, why? Like, you think we want to start a tit for tat where people are bombing oil fields? I frankly find that a fairly persuasive argument at this stage. I could imagine if this war continues to descend into chaos and it continues to climb up the escalatory ladder that Iran may eventually strike an oil field, and we may strike all of their oil fields. You think Lebanon? I don't think that they. You think Lebanon struck the Saudi Aramco facility? I don't think Lebanon did it. I mean, I think their claim that Israel hit this. Once again, great reporting from Ryan Graham and Jeremy Scahill of Dropsite News. Big shout out to Tim Dillon as well for hosting them, and it makes total sense. From a logical perspective, the idea of pulling these Gulf nations like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, Bahrain into the war against Iran to say, look, Iran is totally unhinged, bombing everybody. Look at the Arab states even joining in now with the cause. Well, let's take a look at the map real quick. Going back to the reports that the missiles could be coming from the direction of Lebanon and not Iran. This is a map of the Middle East. Here are the Gulf countries in the lower right-hand corner, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Lebanon is way up here on the upper left. And very interesting to note the country just to the south of Lebanon. That's an observation, of course. And I'm sure that certain country that I'm referring to would never, ever suggest or entertain any kind of false flag attack against us or any other country. Would they? Missiles will hit the mosque and clear the place for the third Bet HaMikdash. That could also be a miracle. If it was up to me, the last time when they shot hundreds of missiles, I would pretend that one missile came from Iran and shoot it down. You know, then all the Arabs will go against Iran and it will be the end of the problems. Wow, we will pretend that one of the missiles came from Iran and then all the Arabs will go against Iran and then it will be the end of all our problems. Insane. So let me ask you this. If Israelis are willing to fake attacks against even their own people, feign anti-Semitism or whatever, what makes you think that they wouldn't sacrifice other countries' populations, Americans, for their own benefit? And that, by the way, was Israeli Rabbi Yosef Mizrachi, who last year said the U.S. should be punished for being a bad ally to Israel. Take a listen. The rain falls fast. Boom. Like in Florida now. Hurricane over there. Yesterday, that pro-Palestinian dance over there. Today, Hashem destroyed the place. They want to learn the hard way. They learn the hard way. You let these Nazis demonstrate. One day, this place will be destroyed. That's how it goes. You get Hashem angry, expect consequences. The United States made a decision against Israel. A few days later, New Orleans was all flooded. Some Christian leaders spoke. They said, every time we do something to the chosen people, immediately we have a natural disaster. Someone made a video of every decision the Americans made, betraying their best friends, the best ally, Israel. Immediately Hashem responded with massive tragedy here. September 11, the New Orleans, typhoons, hurricanes, all kinds of things. Someone Christian made a video. You have to see. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable what he's saying there. September 11th in New Orleans, hurricanes, typhoons, all because God is angry at us, the United States, because we were not supportive enough of the best ally, Israel. Listen to
that shit fucking hilarious. God fucked you up with 9/11 and hit you up with hurricanes. You should have fucked with it. Get the fuck out of here. What about natural fucking disasters? What about that? Or what about Weather Dominator? What about that? Like, no, it's all God. No.
Officer and whistleblower John Kiriakou. In the intelligence world, the Israelis are not our friends. They have made that crystal clear over many decades. It was the Israelis that attacked the USS Liberty in the late 1960s. It is the Israelis that were caught spying on the United States in the form of Jonathan Pollard. It's the Israelis that still have hundreds of spies fanned out across the United States stealing defense secrets. I sometimes or oftentimes feel like a crazy person for repeating the same things over and over, but please, somebody explain to me why we are still allies with Israel. Is that how friends are supposed to treat each other? What the heck is going on here? Look at where our aircraft carriers are right now. We have 2 aircraft carriers in the region, USS Abraham Lincoln right off the coast of Iran. We have another aircraft carrier, USS Ford, that is off the Mediterranean coast of Israel. Now imagine if there were to be some kind of attack on either of these ships, it would be World War III.
I really, that's what I'm thinking. Instead of having a fake Gulf of Tonkin, you have a real Pearl Harbor. And the psychological warfare experts know, we see our carrier group on fire. America's going to go ape shit and probably nuke Iran. And I think that's what this is the ultimate false flag. It's not a false flag. We position them into this, and then Iran sinks the aircraft carrier, and it's over.
Oh man, I could not agree more. I think you've hit the nail right on the head there. We've all studied the Gulf of Tonkin. We've all studied 9/11. We've all studied Pearl Harbor. If the Iranians actually do sink an aircraft carrier, you're right. It's World War III. Because the Israelis are going to jump in immediately. The Israelis are itching to use nuclear weapons, especially against Iran. And you know what's funny? Nuclear weapons, especially against Iran. And you know what's funny? The Israelis have been saying since 2004 that the Iranians were 6 weeks away from a nuclear weapon. Since 2004. 22 years they've been saying, oh my God, it's 6 weeks away. It's an existential threat to Israel. Israel's the one that keeps attacking Iran. Israel's the one that keeps attacking its neighbors. The Iranians haven't attacked Israel.
Salute.
Not, unprovoked. Of course, they've launched counter attacks after the Israelis have bombed them. But they used to say the same thing to us when I was at the CIA about Iraq. Iraq is an existential threat. Saddam Hussein is Satan incarnate. We have to take out Iraq. We have to take out Saddam Hussein. Okay, we did. Now you're saying exactly the same thing about the Iranians. It's an existential threat.
The Iranians expand their power across the Middle East. Which Israel do.
Exactly.
And Israel gets to take over the Middle East because it's countering what it created, just like Israel helped create Hamas. And Israel put the new Al Qaeda leader with Turkey in charge of Syria. This is going to be their excuse to take over all the rest of the Middle East. They said is by propping up the people, setting up the climate, and then it claims that.
And that is the point right there. Yes, we do want to get to the truth about any attack, who the perpetrators were, if it was a false flag or if it was an enemy hit. But even more important than that is to ask the question, who benefits? Look, we know Israel wants war. 82% of the country is supportive of an attack on Iran. But looking at the US, America, most of us don't want this. But if there was an attack on a US aircraft carrier or, God forbid, an attack on US soil, you can bet that these numbers shooting straight up. Now, I'm telling you all this not because I pretend to know what will happen in the future. I do not have such a crystal ball, but I do want to arm you with the skills needed to wade through the onslaught of propaganda that is guaranteed to come your way and my way if such an unfortunate incident were to take place, and we need to all be ready. That is it for me today.
Yep. Now we got we got 2 more. Yep. No. Yeah, 3 more. Let's talk about Trump, the liar, psycho.
Sociopaths and psychopaths. A couple of known characteristics of sociopaths and psychopaths is that they lack compassion and the ability to empathize with the situations of others and the lives of others. Imagine this was your neighborhood and you saw one of these objects fall from the sky and strike a school in your community. A school filled with about 160 school children. And imagine the damage was so bad that it took rescue workers days to dig the bodies out of the rubble. Pieces of arms, legs, teeth, heads. And imagine that the leader of the military from the country who struck your school said he doesn't know anything about it.
A new report says that the military investigation
Salute. I'll be his mouse fan. What up, though?
That is what?
energy to use for what? For the strike on the school in Iran. You know what that new report says the military investigation has found it was the United States that struck the school.
I don't know that.
I don't know about that. What?
All the intelligence he has at his disposal, do you really believe that Donald Trump doesn't know anything about a Tomahawk missile that bombed and killed a school full of kids? Hey, Carolyn, don't hide behind the sunglasses. Don't you have kids? Doesn't this stir up compassion and anger within you? Have you lost your humanity? How have you gotten to the point where loyalty to Trump is somehow more important than standing up for bombed children? And yes, apparently it was confirmed that this is a Raytheon-constructed Tomahawk cruise missile. The Tomahawk isn't just any missile. It's a precision guided missile that requires a high level of authorization and special clearance.
Yep.
And each launch cost the American tax cattle about $2 million. So when they launch these things, they're very careful about where they go. But don't just take my word for it.
As a former Navy officer who was on ships that did have Tomahawks, I was on guided missile destroyers, which do carry Tomahawks. Tomahawks can only be launched from ships, and right now it's destroyers in the U.S. Navy, and from submarines. Submarines can launch it. Aircraft cannot launch Tomahawks. And despite what that guy says, they are not a common missile. They are not a generic missile. They are only approved to be sold to the UK and Australia and us. That's it. Nobody else has Tomahawks. You can't just launch a Tomahawk from like some kind of rocket launcher. Like you have to have a special computer systems.
So the US, the UK, and Australia got you. They got Tomahawks.
System. You have to have special launchers. Like it's not just like something you can just like put into like anything and just launch it. Another thing about Tomahawks is that you can launch it from very far away, and you can program its path. So you can make it come so it's off center. So you are way far at sea. You launch it, you set it on a path so it can come in so they doesn't get picked up on their radars until it's.
Now, depending on the wind, depending on the location, depending on the temperature, these Tomahawk missiles have a range of 750 to 1,500 miles.
At a way different angle, so they can't tell where it's coming from. So it could look like it's coming from any direction. That's one of the special things about Tomahawk. It's a pre-planned flight. It has a flight path that is set into it. It's a very high-tech weapon. It is like the bread and butter of the land attack missiles. It is meant to come from the sea, from a ship or submarine, and attack land. That's what it's designed for. And another thing is that the targets and the paths are not chosen by the CEO of the ship. They are strategic, which means it is above the head of the captain of that ship, which means it's put in there strategically, which means the endpoint may not even be known to the person who launches it, but it is set by somebody at a very high level. Very strategic locations that are pre-planned. This is like the missile going into a window with such precision that you remember from like the Gulf War, those images, that's a Tomahawk.
Yeah.
It's extremely precise, and it's
Right.
GPS down to a meter.
Just a minor correction here. The reported consistent accuracy of a BGM-109, which is what a Tomahawk missile is reported at 10 meters or about 32 feet. Consistently, it gets better than that, but on the average, it's about 32 feet or 10 meters. But when you're launching a 1,000-pound projectile from the sea about 900 miles away, 32 feet is very, very accurate.
It's GPS controlled. So this is not some whoopsie daisy when you hear it's a Tomahawk. And what it definitely is not is generic.
Now let's take a look at footage of this missile hitting the school.
Tonight, this new video geolocated and verified by NBC News shows what experts say is a U.S. Tomahawk missile over the skies of Manab, Iran. Adding evidence, the experts say that an American missile likely hit the Shadre Taibeh Elementary School during the first hours of U.S.-Israeli operations on February 28th.
I mean, look at the school. I don't know if this is the school or this is the school. And remember, we're looking at these reports through fake stream. CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra Media, Iran's state-run media also has a hand in any images that come out of the country. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But if it's true that a Tomahawk missile, and nobody's denying it on the U.S. side, that a Tomahawk missile dropped onto a school filled with 150, 160 schoolgirls, and this is just a tragedy that we know about, you got to wonder how dark and how evil this whole thing is and how many people are actually dying.
Iranian officials say the airstrikes, which also hit a neighboring Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps compound, once home to a military base, killed more than 170 people, mostly children.
The Tomahawk, which is one of the most powerful weapons around, is used by, sold and used by other countries. That's being investigated right now.
Weapons expert Jeffrey Lewis says this new video is clear.
I think the munition that is visible in that video is clearly a Tomahawk. It's long, cylindrical, it has a set of wings, and really no other country in this conflict has a munition that looks like that.
NBC News spoke with 4 other weapons experts who agree the video, which was published on Iranian state media, shows a U.S. Tomahawk. The U.S. military has publicly said Tomahawks were launched in the first hours of the war, even releasing this video. Over the weekend, a reporter asked President Trump if the U.S. was responsible.
No, in my opinion, based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
Today,
But later, he says he doesn't even know about it.
Right.
I don't know about
Today, NBC News spoke on the phone with a father who said his 8-year-old daughter Zahra was killed in the strikes.
Oh my God.
There is no crime greater than this, he said. That so many children, boys and girls, innocent little ones, were torn apart.
Are you going to tell me that this kind of military action won't radicalize the most loving parent? And getting back to my initial question I asked at the beginning of this video, how would you feel if one of your kids got bombed by a foreign country? Wouldn't you see it as an act of war? Wouldn't you seek some kind of revenge? According to the report, witnesses said children were trapped under the rubble and, quote, people were pulling out children's arms and legs. People were pulling out severed heads. And there's way more damage that Israeli and American forces are inflicting on Iran. They're bombing refineries, and oil and clouds of fiery orange smoke are going up into the atmosphere, causing it to rain toxins down on all the Iranian people, millions of Iranians. Do you think that's going to cause these Iranian people to bow down and worship at the feet of Israel and America? You think they're happy that their water supply, their food supply is being cut off and acid rain is falling from the skies? I'm sure a lot of Iranians have the same outlook as this little Palestinian girl. Check out what she says here. They're not afraid of these cowards. They're like mice, despite their great weapons. They still hide behind their tanks, afraid of civilians like us. Their cowardice is legendary. We are not afraid of them no matter what they do. Their bombs came down on us like water because they're losers and cowards. If this is all legit, all you got to do is look into their eyes to realize they've been radicalized. And who radicalized them? American and Israeli warmongers, psychopaths, and cowards. Now, I'm not on Iran's side. I'm not on the United States side or Israel's side. I'm on the side of doing what is right. And I don't see this as doing what is right, creating friends throughout the world, or fostering good trade relations. And it's definitely not making America great again as Americans get poorer.
Right.
This is a schoolyard bully taking a big stick in his hands and beating everybody on the playground with it for the other schoolyard bully who happens to be jerking Trump's chain. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Thought Police in the comment section below. If you like these videos, give this video a like, share it with everybody you know.
Now, shouts out to Comic Brandon. He sent me this. I want y'all to listen carefully. This, this is wild, y'all. Let's go.
On the officer-involved shooting on the southeast side, police confirming the suspect who was shot by police was live on social media before that shooting. It's all happening on Belfort near McCalla in the South Park neighborhood. 26's Sherman Giselle is joining us live from Southeast Houston. Sherman, what have you learned?
Yeah, we've learned a couple more details. I'm still over here on the corner of Bell Bay and Bellcrest, but the scene has definitely died down. Not as large of a police presence, but because it's an officer-involved shooting, we don't expect for this to completely go away anytime soon. But police did confirm that the video we saw online was filmed inside of the home by the suspect. They just have not identified him yet. Here's a screenshot of that video. Man appears with a gun in each hand with the caption, "Revolution as a revolutionary," something you just...
Revolution! As a revolutionary. Motherfucker went live and went at it with the fucking police. Down there in Texas. All my exes live in Texas. Texas is a place where I love to be. All my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Like, yo. But real shit, people of revolution.
Kill. The man appeared to post 3 times on his Instagram page while the SWAT roll was underway. You can see him go from window to window as police cars were lined up outside. This started as a felony warrant from the AG of Precinct 7.
Now, all starts as a felony warrant. Like I said, I pay attention to this whole thing. It was all started as a felony warrant, but you like, fuck it, I'm about to go out. Like, dude. Felony warrant, bro, you ain't even supposed to be there. You're supposed to be gone somewhere underground because, you know, dog. It was probably a fucking bench warrant of some shit. But it's a felony warrant? Oh yeah, it's probably because of a gun or look, you did some felony worthy shit. No misdemeanor at all, just felony. Come to get you on the felony warrant. So he was like, fuck it. I'm gonna just say revolution and just go out like a revolutionary. No, nigga, I need to find out what he did. I need to look more off into his background on like what the fuck he did. Chances are armed robbery, or probably was driving and he had a gun that was unlicensed. Probably some shit like that. I'm gonna go with the driving with the unlicensed pistol, or maybe it could be a felony on some shit concerning his car. Like, but come on now, we're talking about felonies here. We either got drugs or guns or attempted murder. At least that's my 3, A, B, and C, or D. All of no, nigga, not all of the above. But one of them. But like, there was there for a felony warrant. But what's crazy is, if they there for a felony warrant, why jump to being a revolutionary? Unless you feel that what happened to you was unlawful. That's the only explanation. Why you just go from criminal to revolutionary in less than 10 seconds. So, like I said, I need to look up into this guy's background. They don't want to say this person's name, just like they didn't want to say the name of the motherfucker in Detroit, went into the police station and started busting at cops with a shotgun. They don't want to say his name because you know why? It gives them power. It'll be like, it's like on some martyr shit. You know, like they don't want to give him no power, man. But like they gave the white boy power after he went into the church and killed all those black people. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it was all mental illness. Y'all make sure y'all watch my Wrath of Hurricane. Motherfuckers got every right to be pissed. You know what I'm saying, man? But still though, I need to look more into this guy's background. But they don't want to say this guy's name, and they don't want to say the guy, the cop, also. But I need to know what the felony was. Let's go back a little bit.
In each hand with the caption "Revolution as a revolutionary, something you just can't kill." The man appeared to post 3 times on his Instagram page while the SWAT roll was underway. You can see him go from window to window as police cars were lined up outside. This started as a felony warrant from the AG of Precinct 7 constable's offices, then turned into a barricade call at about 10:30. Our sources say that there were actually 2 people inside the house at the time. One of them was a special needs adult male. And after police managed to get those 2 people out of the home, the suspect was shot by police when he approached the front door with his rifle.
It was all negotiations at that point, and then the suspect decided to exit the house with a weapon. And from the preliminary information that we have, a shot was fired, and that's why our SWAT officer had to return fire.
So again, you're taking another look at near the corner of where that house is, Bell Arbor and Bell Bay. So also in the video, you can hear the man say, "I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees." Sources also from HPD say that HPD has been called to that house several times over the last few months. The last call,
there was calls coming from that spot several times. What the fuck going on in that house? You got a grown ass mental patient in that bitch. I ain't call him a mental patient, but like a mental disabled person in that motherfucker. You like real talk. They supposed to be that wild around that motherfucker. Supposed to be trying to keep everything cool and peaceful. Because you could have got that motherfucker shot. On some real shit. You're gonna do some shit like that, man. Like, make sure no one is in a fucking house with you, you dumbass. God damn. I find that to be stupid. Dude, go out, nigga. Don't have nobody with you unless they ready to shoot with you. You got a fucking disabled guy in the house that's older than you. Chances are you probably taking care of him, or like you there and somebody else taking care of that person, and you know, like you just there. You just turn somebody else's house into a crime scene, you dumbass. But this motherfucker went straight revolutionary on the nigga. And I need to know what was his background. And why'd you keep on getting calls coming from that house? What the fuck going on? Would you sell drugs out that bitch? Damn, now I'm starting to lead to drug related. But it's a whole bunch of shit. It's probably noise complaints because like they didn't say it.
Being on March 1st, again, police have not identified the suspect.
Wow.
And the one officer who fired the shots in this case was not hurt. As soon as we get more information, we'll let you
have
know.
a rifle in
From
this.
Southeast Side Sherman Cell.
Damn, how you have a rifle in this? For real shit. Like, how you gonna have a rifle and miss? You supposed to come out like Queen Latifah did from Set It Off. Night after night. You supposed to got somebody. Somebody. I don't know what the fuck that bitch was saying, but that shit cold. Cold and sad at the same time. Down on my I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knee. Blah 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 blah. I'm a revolutionary, something you can't kill. I feel where you're coming from. They can kill the body, but they cannot kill an idea. It's mine. I created it, and it's real. I created it, and it's real. Shout out to Avery Brooks, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Avery Brooks killed that shit. Killed that shit. Avery Brooks masterclass. What y'all know about that? Masterclass of acting right there. And it's real. It seems I will have to become the villain. You betrayed your uniform, my man. But anyway, final video. Final video. And this is coming from a sister. Now, it's rare. I always try to find a revolutionary goddess, and it was hard to find. I had some a couple years ago. Like, y'all heard of, like a couple that was wild. But this one right here said it perfect. Said it perfect. Man. What y'all about to hear right now is the same shit that I've been saying. The same shit that I've been saying. Now, since the last video, let me get my shouts out. Shouts out to my UK correspondent, Vonta. You already know what it is. Much love to the UK. It's 11:07 over there, so it's UK After Dark. And shouts out to Crystal is cool. She put me up on James Lee. Like James Lee was earlier talking about the shit with Iran and some shit with Erica Kirk. So and shout out to everybody in the chat. We're on the last clip, and we're gonna have to break this down. As a matter of fact, I already broke it down on the Wrath of Hurricane video, but I'll say my last words after she's done going in, like I go in. See, let me get shouts out to the revolutionary sisters. Black or white, don't matter. Hispanic, don't matter. Y'all against this government and against these evil motherfuckers that run this bitch. You revolutionary to me. Let's get it. Ain't nothing like Bonnie and Clyde style. You know what I'm saying? Taking down the government together. You feel me? Better watch my YouTube shorts. But anyway, let's get it. This is from a revolutionary goddess.
Go full John Wick on this system. Fuck peace. Fuck silence. Fuck diplomacy.
Bam! One more time.
Go full John Wick on this system.
One more time.
Fuck peace.
Yeah.
Fuck silence.
Yeah.
Fuck diplomacy.
Woo!
Our kids.
Hold on, one more time.
Go full John Wick on this system.
Full John Wick.
Fuck peace.
Fuck
silence.
Fuck it.
Fuck diplomacy.
Woo!
Our kids. They're targets. Our mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, targets. We're all targets. They're abusing children. They're partaking in cannibalism. They're sadists. And we're at war right now because Trump wants to distract us from the Epstein files. I'm tired of everyone being too afraid to do something about the system we live in. Y'all steady scrolling and acting like everything is okay. It's time to overthrow the system. Those with arms, take them off safety.
For
Stand
those with arms, take them off safety. She's spitting right now. She fucking spitting right now.
Those with medical skills, get ready. The wounded will need you.
Yeah, for those with medical skills, get ready because the wounded will need you. Like I said, not everybody gonna be blasting in the revolution. I'm gonna need some medics. So some motherfuckers might come back with little cuts and bruises and probably a couple bullet holes, a little, a little bit. I need your help. Help. You feel me? Try not to get shot, but we're gonna need some medics. For sure.
Anyone else who can contribute, step up. We need every hand, every skill. There are more of us than there are of them. Do you understand the power we hold when we unite? Our neighbors, they were never the enemy. They were the oppressed. Just like us, oppressed by geriatric, sexist, pedophilic bureaucrats. Oppressed by billionaires, hoarding wealth, hoarding resources, hoarding power. We're in housing crisis after housing crisis. Skyrocketing rents, utility struggles. Our children face education inequities. Schools underfunded. Class sizes overflowing with kids who deserve better. We're in a constant health crisis. People are getting sick and dying from lack of access to care. And after the U.S. pulled out the World Health Organization, suddenly cures for incurable diseases pop up everywhere else. Coincidence? I don't think so. They sit there in their golden palaces, feasting on oblivion stew, while we all struggle to survive in a world full of excess. Our president, the man who runs the country, is a sadistic, sexist, racist pedophile. 1% of the population controls 90% of the wealth. And they use that wealth and power to poison and control the rest of us. Bioengineered foods, chemicals in our meals, banned in other countries at that. Campbell's VP admitted he wouldn't eat the food they sell because it's 3D printed meat. And that's just one company. Campbell's has 16 brands under its umbrella, all feeding us poison. Pam Bondi herself said it. If we arrested everyone involved in the Epstein case, the system would collapse. Let that shit collapse. They've been targeting our kids for generations, and yet no consequences. We can give it to them.
Right.
I am tired. I am angry, and I am no longer afraid. And I refuse to stay silent any longer. Look around. Your neighbor lost her home last month. Your kids are hungry, and no one in power is blinking. It's time to tear the system down. Warn your family and the military. Warn the government workers. Choose wisely. Will you support a government that strips us of God-given rights, poisons us, lies to us, steals from us, forces us to struggle just to survive? Or will you stand with your peers, with your families, with your friends, and fight for real freedom?
Yeah. With your family and friends that are revolutionary, because most family and friends call me crazy or call you crazy. But she's fucking right.
Speak on mutual aid and healing and community building because that's the blueprint. That's how we build what comes next. A better system built by us, for us. But first, we burn the old system to the ground by any means necessary. And you who keep just living like everything is normal, going to work, paying the same people who protect them, smiling while feeding a machine that's destroying the world. Are you not mad? Are you not sick to your stomach? Are you not furious enough to loot and tear down every establishment they profit from? Because I am. I'm done pretending ignorance is safety. I'm done acting like silence makes you neutral. I'm done watching the powerful walk free while everything that's broken burns around us. No one is coming to save us. We must save ourselves. Who knows how to wield the Smith & Wesson and is willing to teach me in NYC? Who has space to come together in person in NYC? And yes, these are real questions. Dear me.
I gotta hit her up because she said she want to learn how to shoot. I'm gonna put her towards Professor Griff. I gotta hit her up. I did this video right before I went live. I forgot to hit her up, but like, you know, like as I'm hearing it again, I gotta be like, yo, Professor Griff got the gun training. I don't know if he's down with fucking people up like I am and like how she is, but she just need to learn how to shoot and she could do the rest on her own and try to motherfucker reach out. I'm gonna try to reach out and see what we can fucking do. She's over there in Gotham City. That's where my Oracle is at. Shouts out to Foxy Moon. Foxy Moon premieres. And So Amma is over there in the Netherlands. That's the Oracle from across the seas. Shouts out to y'all oracles out there. And shouts out to Jewel. Jewel over there in she over there in Gotham City too. But yeah, you know, I think somebody else I'm subscribed to is from New York. Somebody else from New York. It's another lady. Trying to remember her name. But yeah, she ready to blast. And so am I.
When will you grow a backbone? When will you fight for what we all know we all deserve? And fuck race. We're fighting for the human race. So tell me, are you really going to keep doing nothing? Or are you finally ready to stand up? No, fuck that. I'm tired of this shit. Stand the fuck up and fight. Pussy asses.
Everyone motherfucking accent. When I was like, all right, she from Gotham, you know, like I kind of hear it, but it comes out when she really gets mad. Like that last part, I'm like, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Oh, you from New York. Oh shit, you from New York. Hold on. I gotta hear it again. I gotta hear it again.
To come together in person in NYC. And yes, these are real questions. Dear me. When will you grow a backbone? When will you fight for what we all know we all deserve? And fuck race. We're fighting for the human race. So tell me, are you really going to keep doing nothing? Or are you finally ready to stand up? No, fuck that. I'm tired of this shit. Stand the fuck up and fight. Pussy asses.
That was hot. Stand the fuck. Shit. All right. Now, salute Eyes by show. What up, though? But shouts out to everybody. That's wanted to get that out the way. Now I can delete all that shit. I'm glad my shit didn't fucking freeze up on me. All right, everybody get up out of here. Shoot. About to get back to this music, but I'll be back tonight. But Detroit After Dark. Like around I guess 10:30 or 11, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'd love to get back to this. I was gonna play Resident Evil. I was like, Resident Evil or go live. Like, fuck it, let's flip a coin on it. Live it is. Talk about this. And plus it's good to get this shit out the way anyway. You already know. You know, and plus it had to get out. It had to motherfucking be said. Cause it kind of corresponds with the fucking live I did earlier. You know. So with the Wrath of Hurricane, make sure y'all check it out. And this Fuck the Government podcast, episode 58. We got 2 more. Then we'll be at 60, y'all. Man, this Fuck the Government podcast, the shit. You know, I try to grab all the motherfucking, you know, like all the shit that I can. Try to separate HHN from Fuck the Government, but it's all mostly the same shit. But like Fuck the Government is more like hardcore with it. You know what I'm saying? I can go loose. I can yell and scream and say, fuck it all. But shout out to everybody coming through. Shabazz Hurricane. Salute Eyes Wide Shut. Salute Paula. Low Key in the building, in the groove. Who else? I don't want to miss nobody. And Live and Learn. And shout out to everybody else who's gonna watch on the playback. You say been plot. Salute Jordan. You might have to catch the playback. Yo, it said they were spotting and had them been plotted. Oh, Flowers. Okay. Never seen you before, Paula, unless it's under another name. You must be new, but I think I've seen you before. I think. I'm high. But salute Jordan. Oh yeah, man. That beat you sent me is cold, bro. I like it. I like it a lot. I like that beat. So I'm working on that, and I'm working on another beat from Phenom. Doing some on DJ Gray's beat a little bit. You know, I'm just doing a little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah. You met me on a bad apple. On a bad what? Is that a channel name? On the Bad Apple channel? I don't remember subscribing to a Bad Apple channel unless I don't know. Sit on a Bad Apple. Is that a channel name? But yeah, Jordan, like your beat cold, bro. It's like, you know, I like that vibe. I like that vibe. You know, the question is figuring out like what I want to do on that beat and like what type of flow I want to use, because there's like so many flows. Either go neo soul flow or regular hip hop flow, storytelling. I'm gonna think of something though. It's gonna be fire though. It's gonna be fire. This live the other night, Bad Apple Media. You're in the chat. You said you were cool. His name is Lee. I was on Bad Apple channel. Are you sure? You said Bad Apple Media. Wait a minute. It was a live? Wait a minute. I don't know. Send the link of where I was at. like at my community post comments or something. I don't fucking remember. Yes, he was fussing about Snafu. I don't even know who that is. Or was it another hurricane? Like, are you sure it was me? Because I don't even know what Snafu is. I'm scrolling through my history. You said last night, so like it shouldn't be too far away when I scroll down. Because I don't see where I was at. Because I was a lot of places. I was watching a lot of esoteric. I was watching some shit about the Matrix, Resident Evil, Star Trek shit about Alex Kurtzman. Yeah, that was a minute ago. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why my history not going back on this other phone. That's like 5 days ago. But anyway, thanks for coming back through. It's true. That's all I can say. Thanks for coming back through. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody for fucking with all my content. Rather it's the Fuck the Government podcast, HHN Special Report, HHN Special Stories, my top 15 countdown, Matrix versus Reality, Cloak and Dagger podcast. Shouts out to Ocean. It's been a minute. Hope she all right. And my celebrity hood reviews, TV show reviews. I got some shorts, YouTube shorts I just started doing. You know, until I burn myself out with it. Now they're now they tripping on me. I can't post certain things over there now. They watching me over there too. I'm shadow banned everywhere. They're oh no, you can't post that. I can't post shooting the police. I can't post myself fighting with the police. I'm gonna find a loophole around it. Because y'all notice if you watch my YouTube shorts, there's no police officers getting fucked up, but I can dance around army or military or some shit like that. But like, they don't want no cops getting fucked up. I'm like, man, I'm gonna punch a cop. I'm gonna see me punch a cop or pop a couple of. But no, it gotta be all magical and mystical and fictional. Like, fuck all that. I want to stump a cop out in the AI. But they ain't gonna let me. They kept on saying community guideline and shit like that. Community guideline, what? I just goddamn was fighting God and Jesus. Community guideline, that shit. Nope. That's pretty cool. I like that. I just blew up Israel and shit. They take that away. The fuck? But anyway, man, shouts out to everybody. I'm gonna catch y'all in a minute. About to start working on some music, and I'll catch y'all tonight with Detroit After Dark. But shout out to everybody for messing with my content on all levels. And because I also do music professional and parody. You know what I'm saying? So holla. We out. Peace.